All right, guys, welcome back to another video, Shaman J. This is the 2026 version of the Motorola Edge. And I think they got it right in almost all the areas that it needs to be right, except for a few. And we're going to talk about it in this video. So before I get things going with such a positive vibes review on this phone, let's get into the negatives first. And the first negative is the storage option. Sadly, this phone only comes in one storage option and it does not have an SD card slot. And that's 128 gigs. Now, personally, I don't have a lot of things on my phone. I only keep apps on here that I'm actually going to use and actually back it up from my other Motorola Fold that I have, the Fold 2026. I backed it up from there. So all the apps and everything are there, but I really don't have much room for anything else. There's no photos on here. There's no video. There's nothing. So to me, that is a huge letdown after using this for some time. And I have to put it just plain like this. I think it would have been so much better with just 256 gig. Because when you buy this phone at launch, or if you bought it at launch or launch it, or you still have the promotion, if they still have the promotion going right now, you get a free smartwatch and you get some free earbuds, which is actually pretty cool. However, I don't want the earbuds and I'm not going to wear this watch. I'm doing it just to review purposes. It's a nice watch. Now we'll get into that. This is a nice watch, but ever since I got my Fitbit Air, I've cut the cord on wearing a smartwatch. I don't really want the notifications like that anymore, and I don't really need them. So with that said, storage options, I think I said that in the other video, that's a huge letdown, and I get it if people are upset about that. I agree with you. Having just 128 gigs of storage and then no SD card option is a huge fail, especially coming in at $599. Now, yeah, like I said, they gave away a watch and earbuds on promo, but it's probably not always going to be like that. And not every company is going to do that. So if you want to go to Best Buy, let's say, they're not doing that. And Best Buy is selling this phone, but they're selling it for just $599. No free watch, no free buds, nothing. So there'll be people who walk into Best Buy and actually purchase this because that's their place of choice to buy a smartphone. And they're not going to get those things. They're not going to get those goodies because that's what I was going to do. I was going to walk into Best Buy and buy it. But once I saw that, Motorola had the better deal, I opted to just grab it from Motorola, which is a smart thing to do. Now, another con, obviously, is you're looking at it. It only comes in one colorway, which is crazy. Now, the good part is I actually like this color, so it's a plus for me. But for you, you might want a black one, a blue one, a white one, a red one, whatever color you think is a good choice to have your cell phone in full time, because it's going to be your cell phone. That's a huge fail on that part. So having, just one color option, one storage option, that's not really good. And then after that, there's not very many things that I dislike about it. However, there are going to be people out there who find things wrong with this phone, and I think you're going to be well within your rights to do so. Now, it is a speedy phone when it comes to the software, but again, with no storage options, it kind of limits this phone's growth. If this is going to be your phone for 2 years, you're going to be stuck with this, and you're going to have to buy like external 2 terabyte drives like I have here. Or you're just going to have to deal with it. Or if you're buying this phone, you know that you're a person who can live with 128 gigs of storage total and get about half to yourself in real world. So that's that. Now let's get into the positives. Boy, oh boy, this is a beautiful little screen. This is a 6.3 inch display. And I got to say, it definitely wowed and awed me way more than the exterior colorway did when I first took it out of the box. This is a beautiful display, and it is a 6.3 inch display. So to me, it hits the special mark. I think 6 inches to 6.3 is a great size for a smartphone, because who said we wanted 7-inch displays on phones? Who brought that up? I didn't. While I like them and I use one regularly, I use the Razr Fold as my primary phone as well. And I have all the other phones like the S26 Ultra, every big phone that you can possibly think of. I probably have it and use it regularly, but when I'm traveling or just for day-to-day use, I actually have a 17 Pro in my pocket, and then I'll definitely turn to this phone, especially when I'm going to be out and about for quite some time. So 6.3 inches is actually great. And then when you're looking at content on it and consuming media, it's still very big, and it's more than enough to watch a small movie or video on. If you're going to be on a plane or a bus ride or in the car with someone, this screen is more than enough. And it's actually pretty bright too and punchy, and the colors look good. I actually really like it. The next thing I like is the battery life. Wow. A nice big battery inside of here really did the number for this. It saves this phone you don't forget about the memory option and the one color and all the things that you might find wrong with it. It's just got great battery, which is why I reached for it in a nice slim package. This thing has killer battery, a nice size battery, and I think Motorola got it right. Why they chose to do the other things, I don't know. But battery life, you check the box on that, you're gonna have a good time with this. You're not gonna run out of battery anytime soon within the 24 to 36 hour time frame. You should be ending, for most people with a phone this size, and even a person like me, I can end, I won't have to charge for almost 2 days later. So, and in some situations longer than that, I've went without charging. So depends on how I'm using the phone that day. That's going to determine, but most times on every charge, I can get about 36 to 40 hours out of this thing with a good amount of use of it. So I think you're probably going to be very happy with the battery, because I know you'll be happy with the display. Now, another thing is fast charging. Wow. Wowza. Now, you don't get the fast charger in the box. Shout out to OnePlus for leaving us hanging like that. But I have a lot of 120 watt chargers laying around, 100 watt, 99 watt. I got a bunch of them laying around. And this phone with the supersonic super turbo charger, it charges fast. I even have turbocharging in my cars, and it charges fast. You can easily make it to like 5 to 10% to 100 in under an hour. It's that fast. It's really fast. So while it has a big battery, you definitely won't have a problem with getting back up to 100%. Quickly, I'm telling you. So you start checking the boxes here. You've got a beautiful display, killer battery, beautiful hardware. What more do you want? And I'll tell you what, let's take a quick look at the cameras. I want to take some photos and put them up here, because I am pretty impressed at just how well this little phone can do. Now, aside from the fact it's competing with, like, say, a Pixel 9a or 10a or something like that, the Pixels don't have anything to worry about. At first, I thought they did. But what I do like about this phone is the shutter speed is good, video is good. It's just a good phone. And it's one that the average person can get into and feel like they have a high-end smartphone just based on the hardware alone. But the cameras takes great photos, portrait shots come out good. Again, video comes out good. It does everything right. Aside from those two failures, or that really one major failure is that memory option. You're gonna have to limit yourself on how much you do, like high volume of photos, or taking really high-end photos, or taking 4K video. You're gonna have to limit yourself on that, because you're gonna run out of memory really fast, and you're gonna have to offload that stuff and save it to your computer quickly, because it's going to run out of memory on you if you do a whole bunch like I do. Some of my videos are 5 gigs to 8 gigs to 10 gigs. That's gonna milk this phone really fast. Now, I briefly touched on the hardware, talking about the cameras, but the hardware is stellar on this phone. Now, I've already mentioned this in the unboxing. I've mentioned in the other video. This hardware is flagship type. If you want to use that type of terminology, this is flagship hardware. This is lightweight, looks premium, feels good to be plastic, and it's actually got a beautiful, nice texture on the back. Again, that pro with that con, this may have only one color option, but to me, this color option is what some of the also so-called flagships should be offering at this point. This is a beautiful olive color, and they call it martini olive, and it's actually beautiful in person. Video and cameras might not ever do this justice, but with this, you're getting a really complete package. Now let's switch over to talking about this smartwatch. Wow. Now, I actually wasn't expecting myself to like this smartwatch, but the UI is a UI of its own. It's not a UI like Google, the Google operating system. It's just some operating system that Motorola has. And that's probably why they're throwing this thing in there for free, because it actually works great with this phone. You'll install an application for it called Moto Watch or something like that. You get it set up. Now, this watch has actually been sitting in the box since I got it. And when I recently fired it up and started to use it, there were like 3 or 4 updates to it. And I really like that. The problem is it didn't automatically update. I just happened to go in there and check for updates after it did an update. I said, okay, it was another one. Then I went in there again and again. There were like 3 or 4 updates in there. And then finally it stopped updating. And I was like, that's not a good look. It should be updating on its own. But maybe if you leave it on the charger or something like that, it'll automatically update on its own. But for right now, the UI with this watch is doable. It tracks health and sleep and oxygen. It does all the things that a smartwatch does. But personally, I'm not going to wear this. I like not being notified of every notification, and I like to track everything on Google Health. And so I am hardcore with the Google Fit Air. Fitbit Air, and I am full throttle with it. I really like it. So while you get the watch for free, you get the earbuds for free, this is more so just a complete package. And I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy this if they decide to pick it up. And if you can catch it on promo where you can get the watch and the buds and the phone like I did for $5.99, grab it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.